To be clear, let's move on to the next exercise. Differentiate each of the following with respect to x. Question A. Y equals to cos x cubed. Alright, we already learned about hexagon and we have learned some of techniques how to differentiate. Where is we use the paru-paru kiri, paru-paru kanan dan juga ada jantung. Okay, so for this question, what we have to do, alright, so let's define these parts one by one parts. Now you have the cos x, okay, cos x cubed. Now I would like to divide into two cases, alright, where is for this part, you have the paru-paru kiri dan paru-paru kanan. First, let's differentiate y. Differentiate y, then we have dy dx. Next, let's differentiate the yellow part. Let's move on. Differentiate of the cos, let's refer the hexagon cos. Differentiate the cos, so the arrowhead will turn to the sine. Whereas now this is the cos is located at the negative side. So we have that the yellow color, differentiate the yellow color, differentiate the cos, so you have that this equals to negative sine. Next is what we have to do. We need to copy back the angle of x cubed. So this is a part of to differentiate the yellow color. Next, let's differentiate the orange color. Differentiate of x cubed, we have 3x squared. And finally, we have dy over dx equals negative 3x squared sine x cubed. Hashtag done. Let's move on to the question number B. How to differentiate y equals to cos cube x. Okay, for this question, we have to divide into three different cases. Where is we have first part, paru-paru kiri, paru-paru kanan, dan jantung. Let's differentiate a y, then we have this equals to dy dx. Okay, for this part, if you have three cases, okay, how we do this? Okay, let's settle the jantung first. Okay, so we need to do the power rule. Okay, differentiate by using the power rule. Let's attack the power first. So you will have that. Let's reduce this power. Now you copy back. This will become 3. And copy back the yellow color. So you will have that. This is equal to cos. And reduce the power. So 3 minus 1. So you got to have that. This is equal to 2. And copy back the x. Next, let's differentiate the yellow color. Differentiate the cos x, let's refer to this yellow hexagon. Differentiate of cos, the arrow will turn to the sine, and careful, this is a cos at the negative side. So you have that this equal to negative, differentiate of the cos, you got to have negative sine. Okay, next is you copy back the, where is the orange color? And the final one, let's differentiate the x. Then you will have that derivative of the x. You gotta have 1. So finally, we have that the dy dx equals to negative 3. Now we have the sine x times cos square x. Let's move on to differentiate c. Y equals to tangent power of 5, 3x. What do you think? How many parts we have? Can you guess? Yes, we have 3 parts. Alright? So everybody, let's differentiate one by one for the case. Where is we need to differentiate, we have to reduce the power. Reduce power 5 by using power rule. So you will have that is equal to 5. And copy back the tangent. And reduce the power of 5. So you have that 5 minus by 1, where is this equal to 4. And the orange color we copy back. Okay? So this is derivative for the power rules. Let's differentiate the tangent case. So let's refer the hexagon. So the tangent we move to the the red color. What is the second square? So the differentiation of tangent, the answer is second square. Okay, next is how about the angle? Don't copy the second square x, but you have to copy back its original angle now. Where is copy back? This is second square, 3x. Next, let's differentiate the 3x. Then we have to times by 3. And final one, we have that the dy dx equals 5 times 3 equals to 15. Where is now this is a tangent pole for 3x times second square 3x. Let's move on to the question number D. Y equals to tangent 6 minus 5x. What do you think? How many parts we have? Yes, we have two parts, all right? The yellow and orange color. Let's differentiate the y. Then we have dy dx equals, differentiate the tangent, yellow color. Differentiate the tangent. Let's look at this hexagon. We will like to move to the second square. So you copy back that this will become the second square. Okay, don't copy x, but you have to copy the original angles of the orange color. So we have that this is 6 minus by 5x. Okay, the yellow color settle, and let's differentiate the orange color. Differentiate 6 minus by 5x, differentiate of the 6, it becomes 0. Differentiate negative 5x, you gotta have that. This equals to negative 5. Okay, and finally we have that dy dx equals negative 5 second square. The angle must be same from the previous angle, 6 minus by 5x. Done. Okay, let's move on to the question number E, where is y equals to cotangent of power of 3x. Okay, how we do this, all right? So we have 1, 2, and 3. So let's differentiate here. We have dy dx and reduce the power first. So you have that is equal to 3 and copy back the cotangent. Reduce the power 3 minus by 1. So you're going to have that is equal to 2 and copy back the original angles. Next, differentiate for the cotangent. So let's do for that. The cotangent, we have the final answer is cosecant. And don't forget that this is the left side. So you have negative. So you have that this is equal to cosecant square. And copy back the angle. So you got to have the x. Next, final, differentiate the x. So we have that this equals to 1. Next, this is dy dx equals to negative 3 cotangent square x and cosecant square x. Done. Okay, for the question number F, I think that you can do well. Okay, so this will become your hostel work.